So the other day, somebody asked me why I wrote this book, Plain Dead, Choosing Life, but I'd like to give the reason. So the reason why I wrote the book was I really felt like God was saying, you need to tell your story. And I felt like, but God, so many people have told their stories. What difference is one more? What difference is me telling mine? And the way that I felt was having me write the book was for those who have been abused, for those who want to understand it better. And the way I wrote it was so that people can go, oh, I read this section here, and this gives me the words, so I can go ahead now and have words to the feelings that I had at that time. Or now I have the words, I could explain this better to my husband. I could have him read this chapter and now we could talk about it. Or now I have the words to go to my counselor and say, I was struggling with something similar to this. So though the book, I would have rather have not written, because I really feel like I just kind of was out there and it's raw. It has helped so many people with being able to put words to their feelings, their situations, of the trauma that they experienced when they were sexually abused, as well as to be able to identify with culture. And I came from a Hispanic culture background, but there's so many different backgrounds where keeping silent is the norm, where familia, or in whatever culture you come from, was where you kept everything sacred, where familia became unhealthy, protecting those who were the abusers and just keeping the victims quiet and letting them stuff their feelings, their emotions, everything down deep inside their soul. So that's the reason why I wrote it. It's very revealing. It's hard for a lot of people to read it, to be honest. But for those who have been abused, it gives them this avenue. So if you know somebody who's been abused, this might be a good book for that. You could check even your local library. Some libraries have this book available, so you don't have to purchase it. So that was the reason why I felt I was led to write my story. I'm sure God has a lot more reasons, but hopefully if you've read it, you can laugh and cry and rejoice in God of the wonder that he was able to do in my life, for he is to be praised.